All in all, this is a great starter for a PCP shooter. And trigger pull is 3.75 pounds. Here's the cocking mechanism. It is a bolt action single shot. And crossbolt safety, take it off. Here is trigger. First stage. Second stage. First stage. Let's see if I can get that better. Here's the first stage. And the second stage, right there. Back to the fill pressure and supply of the gun. So it's 2000 psi compressed air, and as far as the CO2, it's 1000. But you must purchase a degassing tool, and you must degas the gun completely. There can be no mixing of any substances in this gun. So just letting you know, guys know that. What I'm going to talk about next is the pellets that it comes with. This is the Crosman Premier Domes, Ultra Mag, whatever you want to call them. They're Crosman Premier Domes, 14.3 grain. However, when you get them, it does not say anywhere on the package. So just to help you out, when you're calculating your foot-pounds of energy, what you're going to do is take the weight of the pellet, 14.3 grains, multiply it by the velocity of the projectile, and square it. So in this case, Crosman claims that the Benjamin Discovery shoots 900 feet per second. So with 14.3 grain pellets, 900 feet per second squared is 810,000 feet per second. So 14.3 times 810,000, then you're going to divide it by 450,240. And what that gives you is 25.57 foot-pounds of energy at the muzzle if you're getting 900 feet per second out of your gun. And that is pretty good. That's plenty of energy to smack any squirrel or rabbit in your backyard up to 50 yards if you have the accuracy. And let me just show you these pellets. They're dome pellet. They're pretty well made. And this all comes included. Everything you need to get shooting, to go hunting, to repeat this over and over again. This is a 500 count tin of pellets. You got 500 shots. You don't have to buy anything for this gun until you want to. So one thing that you can do to, you know, get more shots out in the field, to not have to use the hand pump as much, is you can purchase the Benjamin Discovery tank. This is a 3000 psi fill tank, regulated to 2000 psi output, and it works pretty well for the Discovery. It's made for the Discovery specifically. So how you fill it is, let me show you. The gun is CO2 or compressed air. As you can see, I have the gun filled to 2000 psi already. And to fill the gun, all you need to do is remove this dust cap. Let me get a better angle out of here. Move the dust cap. I don't know if you can still see this. You're going to want to take your tank, connect the Foster fitting hose right here to the air reservoir. First you got to close the bleed valve, but you're going to screw this clockwise to open the air valve. First you got to close the bleed valve, but you're going to screw this clockwise to open the air valve. Alright, so we've got our fill. Screw it counterclockwise to close the valve inside of the tank, and you're going to want to bleed out the air line. So there it goes. Disconnect the Foster fitting, and you filled your gun. You want to take up to a minute 30 seconds, 45 seconds to fill the gun. And the reason why is because it will heat up this air chamber and burn the seals up. You just replace your quick disconnect dust cap, and there you go, you're ready to shoot. Cock it, drop the pellet in, close it, take off the crossbolt safety, and boom, you're good to go. So, to the loudness of the gun, this gun has a very decent muzzle report, and the reason why is it's not shrouded. So there's an easy fix for that. It's called the TKO muzzle brake. I have one on order, so if you want to shoot this in your backyard, the TKO muzzle brake, 6.5 inch one is one you want to go with. It significantly reduces the noise of the gun, and it also is not a great big cumbersome extension on the end of your muzzle. So what you can already tell that I've taken off the sights here and here, they unscrew, and all that you have left to do is take out a small Allen key to remove this muzzle cap, whatever you want to call it, fiber optic mount, off, and then slide that off, slide the TKO muzzle brake on, tighten it down, and you're ready to shoot. Another improvement that you could do is the trigger. It is not a very good trigger. It sometimes breaks at different spots. Very ambiguous, you know. So another thing you could improve on is the scope. This is a great scope for hunting, but not if you have vision problems like me. So what I like is a adjustable parallax scope, and what that is that whatever distance that your target is, you can focus the eye relief so that that distance comes up as a clear picture in the scope. So the crosshairs are clear and the target is clear, that way you can get a most accurate shot. And sometimes if you're set at 100-yard parallax like this one is, if it's any closer, sometimes it will get blurry. And also the reticle can float a little bit, so it's up to you. If you get the scope and you decide you want a better one, you can always get a better one. Pellet loading. Pretty self-explanatory. You cock the bolt back. It does not lock in place. Take one of your pellets. Drop it so that the skirt is pointing towards the butt of the gun. So that the skirt is pointed at the butt of the gun, and you want to take it, drop it down into the chamber, make sure it doesn't go out the other side, and then use the bolt probe to push it forward and lock it down. After you do that, all you have to do to fire is take the safety off, push it towards the left, take the slack out of the first stage of the trigger, and squeeze through the second stage. Only thing I would improve on this gun is maybe the trigger. The appeal of this gun to me is that it's lightweight. It comes in around 5 pounds. I think it's 5.5 pounds. 900 feet per second with a 14.3 grain pellet comes out to 25.57 foot-pounds of energy. And what you need for a rabbit or squirrel is around 7 pounds of energy on the kill zone. And the kill zone is about half of an inch. So that's the brain, the heart, the lungs. And this gun can absolutely pull that off at 50 yards and closer. I'm going to try and stretch it out to further distances, experiment with pellets and lubrications, experiment with fills, and I might get a power adjuster. I'm not sure yet, maybe a trigger, but you guys are going to come with me on that. You're going to come with me on the journey of the discovery. Or the discovery of my discovery, per se. Alright guys, we're out here at the pit and we're going to take a couple shots at 25 yards, get the scope sighted in, and see the accuracy of this gun. Here we go. Oh, I'm taking you down there so you can see the shots. But anyway, this is the Benjamin Discovery 22 caliber. And that about wraps it up. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you at the next video.